Harris has put forth a proposal advocating for a lower tax rate on investment income, distinguishing her plan from Biden's and seeking to catalyze economic growth. This approach is likely to resonate with voters who prioritize financial policies, positioning her as a candidate sensitive to fiscal concerns. In response, Trump counters Harris's economic assertions with dire predictions of an impending economic crash should she assume office, echoing similar rhetoric he previously directed at Biden. This exchange illuminates the ongoing struggle to shape economic narratives in the public's consciousness. Current polling data reveals an exceedingly close race overall, with Pennsylvania emerging as a pivotal battleground state that could ultimately decide the election. Both candidates keenly understand the economy's role as a focal point in voter priorities, making it a crucial element of their campaigns. Harris finds herself navigating vulnerabilities with specific demographic groups, particularly male voters, which could significantly affect her campaign's effectiveness. Addressing her standing among these demographics is imperative if she hopes to remain competitive in the electoral landscape. Moreover, the gender gap in voting patterns becomes strikingly evident. While Harris mirrors Biden's appeal with female voters, she falters with male counterparts, especially in battleground states. This notable disparity challenges her campaign strategy and necessitates a reevaluation of her outreach. Independents and moderates occupy a key position in Harris's path to success, yet her perception as more liberal than Biden presents a potential barrier that might alienate these essential voters. To enhance her electability, strengthening her appeal among centrist voters must become a strategic priority. Harris appears to have considerable potential for growth within her coalition, which could bolster her prospects in the forthcoming race. In contrast, Trump's previously extensive paths to victory seem to have narrowed significantly as polling evolves, indicating shifting dynamics. The ongoing debate surrounding economic issues is critical for attracting independent and moderate voters, who exhibit an increasing openness to changing their preferences. This fluidity in voter sentiment signals that either candidate could sway the electoral outcome with the right messaging. Voter sentiment increasingly indicates a desire for change, with many rejecting Trump's familiar personal attacks. In light of this, Harris's fresh ideas may resonate more profoundly with voters yearning for a shift in perspectives and policies. Trump's strategy to engage politically disengaged voters suggests a deliberate effort to connect with those who appreciate straightforward, unfiltered communication. This tactic may infuse energy into a specific voter base that thrives on authenticity and directness. The growing emphasis on memorable content in political debates reflects a broader shift toward a soundbite-driven culture, where brief and impactful statements overshadow comprehensive discussions. This trend holds significant implications for the future of political communication. Harris's prior criticisms of Trump's border wall starkly contrast with her current campaign strategy, showcasing a potential shift in messaging that aims to resonate with voters. This apparent inconsistency raises critical questions regarding political integrity and accountability. With immigration policies, particularly those surrounding the wall erected during Trump's presidency, remaining hotly contested, candidates' stances on this issue heavily influence public perception regarding border security. The implications for how each candidate navigates this subject cannot be understated. Polling suggests that Kamala Harris enjoys an advantage among female voters, while Trump struggles to forge connections with male voters in key states. This gender gap, if exploited effectively, could significantly influence both voter turnout and preferences come Election Day. Within battleground states, economic issues emerge as the primary concern for voters, where Trump has managed to secure an advantage among his supporters. Conversely, Harris's base remains inclined toward prioritizing the protection of democratic values, underscoring the contrasting motivations of these electorates. The importance of Pennsylvania is underscored, as it stands as a critical battleground for both campaigns, with Trump expressing confidence in their polling performance within the state. The Trump campaign views Pennsylvania as essential for their success and strategy moving forward. In combating misinformation, Harris's campaign integrates both traditional and innovative outreach methods, leveraging a network of influencers to foster connections with voters. This strategy seeks to engage and inform the electorate, a vital component in today's political landscape. The gender gap remains a focal point as Trump attempts to resonate with female voters through discussions centered on reproductive rights. Recognizing and effectively targeting persuadable voters is central to crafting effective campaign strategies. Strategically, the campaign aims to harness existing advantages among male voters, reflecting a concerted effort to mobilize male support as forthcoming events loom. This targeted initiative could prove crucial in shaping the electoral narrative. Concerns regarding Trump's fluctuating stance on abortion have emerged among his advisors, highlighting the intricate nature of navigating this sensitive issue with female voters. This precarious balancing act poses challenges that require thoughtful consideration. Lastly, discrete outreach efforts, including engagement with groups such as Moms for Liberty, point to a nuanced strategy aimed at connecting with specific demographics. This approach suggests a tactical effort to broaden appeal without necessarily increasing overall female support.